It is good to see you, lad. How are you doing, brother? Bam. So if you know me by now, you understand that I fast every single day. Not only for the motivational side to it and all the health benefits that are involved. Literally just Google fasting benefits and look at what you're missing out on. Right? It's good for infections, diseases, inflammation. If you're fat and you need to lose weight, literally anything that you can think of, fasting will pretty much solve it to some extent, or it'll aid you in solving your problem, right? It's absolutely incredible. Now, I fast every single day for around 15 to 20 hours naturally, you know, in the kind of morning time. I don't eat any food until I've done all my work tasks, so I don't have breakfast. Breakfast is a myth anyway. We'll go into all of this in a minute, and we'll go into how this ties into you and your height as a young man. I'll cover all of it. Don't worry, just stay tuned, stay present, listen to what I'm saying, because you're going to gain some life-changing, and I literally mean life-changing knowledge in this video, so fucking pay attention. Put the phone away, put the distractions away, put the comments away, stay focused and listen to what I'm saying, all right? Now, I fast in the morning until I've earned my food. Breakfast is a myth. It is simply a business, money-motivated thing, propaganda, agenda, whatever you want to call it, for you to just simply buy more food, okay? That has been proven before. It's also the same as like moisturizers. You know, I made a skincare video. A lot of the things that you are consuming and that you are buying are simply done just to make money. It doesn't actually aid you in any way. You do not need breakfast. You've been tricked into thinking that more is better and that breakfast is the most important meal of the day and you need to consume and consume and buy and buy and buy. You've been tricked to think this is just normal. This is how you should be doing as a human being. Whereas you're actually better off health-wise, energy-wise, everything-wise if you do not eat any breakfast. Have you ever tried to go on a run after you've had loads of food? It's 10 times harder and 10 times more difficult than if you just had no food in your stomach at all. And it's better for you in terms of staying lean, losing body fat, etc. because you burn carbohydrates first. So if you're constantly just consuming food like a fat fuck because you're addicted, it's not even because you need it. Right now, as I'm recording this video, I have not ate any food. I feel the hunger in my stomach. That is not due to the fact that I need food or I'm going to die. It's simply because naturally, you know, when I used to eat like this and I used to eat breakfast and stuff, I've trained my body to think, we need food first thing in the morning. And if we don't get it, then something is wrong. We're not fulfilling that dopamine hit that we usually get. Therefore, I'm going to trigger the hunger feeling, so you go and eat food, right? You don't need it though, it's an addiction. So your body burns carbohydrates first, which means if you're consuming food, you're naturally just going to burn carbohydrates rather than the stored fat on your body. So if you want to lose fat, this is a complete side tangent, but it's another benefit of fasting that I hope will motivate you to get onto this. If you want to lose fat, don't eat anything, do some cardio. Your body will naturally, because it's not got any food in it, it's not got any carbohydrates to burn, it will naturally burn the stored body fat, which will help you to lose weight if you're doing that consistently every single day. Now, I not only do this for the health benefits and all that kind of stuff, but also just for motivation. When you are hungry, right now I'm hungry, and I know because I've told myself I'm only allowed to eat my food once I have done my work tasks. I have to earn my breakfast, I have to earn my food, I have to hunt for it, so to speak, right? It's not something because, I just feel like eating it, I'm just going to go and eat it. That's just you being an addict, that is you being lazy, that is you being basically just fat, right? You haven't done anything to earn the food, you've just woke up and rewarded yourself with food. You've done nothing to earn it. So not only does it keep you in this motivated, energized state, when you are hungry, you get stuff done. You have no other choice, especially if you are a disciplined individual that sticks to his word. I know that I'm not allowed to eat any food until I've done these videos. So I've got no other choice but to go and do the work that I know needs to be done. So motivational wise, it's amazing, right? Obviously health wise, it's brilliant as well. So I'll fast in the morning for about 15 to 20 hours from the night before. I'll eat loads of food in one go. By the way, if one of you guys are going to say like, yeah, but I'm bulking, so I need all the food. I'm bulking, so I need food. You can literally build muscle in a calorie deficit. Now, I don't recommend you act in a calorie deficit. I'm certainly not. I eat a lot of fucking food. But it doesn't mean you need to be eating non-stop from morning till night because, I'm bulking, I've got to get my calories in. You can get your calories in within 2 hours. Within a 2 hour window, you can get all your calories in. Yeah, it's probably going to, you're probably not used to it at first, but it's a more time efficient and effective way of doing it. And it means you don't have to constantly consume and bombard your body with unnecessary food throughout the entire day. You're not giving it a chance to rest. And then I will cut off my food. So like I said, after I've done my work tasks, I'll go home, I'll eat loads of food all in one. I'll have all my food in one, big meals, steak, chicken, all of that, all just in one. Everything, fruit, all of it. Within like a 1 to 3 hour period, right? I'll eat it all in there. I'll cut my food off at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is when I'll stop eating and I'll allow my body to digest the food. Again, a lot of you guys are eating before you go to sleep. This is a very negative way of living your life, and you wonder why you have health conditions. You wonder why you start getting infections and things like that, and your body can't really fight it off. You wonder why you're not building any muscle. Yeah, but I'm bulking, I'm eating all this food. You're not giving your body a chance to rest and repair the muscle that you have broken down, because your body is wasting, and it was not wasting energy, but it's using energy digesting the food that you've just ate. So again, I'll cut off my food intake around 8 p.m. and I'll allow my body to actually rest, recover, heal, do what it needs to do, clean itself, detox itself, etc., etc. when I'm asleep, which is what it's supposed to do. If you go to sleep and you've just had food before you go to bed, your body is now spending energy digesting food rather than healing itself, repairing itself, etc., etc., doing the things that it needs to do to be healthy. Okay, absorbing the vitamins, etc. It doesn't do that if you're just digesting all the food. Okay, so stop fucking eating so much. You don't need that much food. It's literally a myth. It's a propaganda lie, whatever you want to call it, to get you to just buy more food, right? Again, same with moisturizer. You put it on your skin, it temporarily solves the issue. You just buy more, but it never actually solves the root cause. It's not doing what you think it's doing. I made a video on skincare if you're interested in that. Now, why did I tell you all of that, and how does it relate to your height as a young man? When you fast, obviously, naturally, your body doesn't have any food to digest, so it naturally just starts working on the things that it needs to work on. It starts clearing out infections in your body, it starts getting rid of diseases, it starts fighting off cancer cells, etc. It starts doing the things that your body should be doing in a healthy way. And when you do eat, if you eat healthily and you get all your vitamins and minerals and stuff like that in your food, when you actually eat, naturally when you start fasting, your body's going to use the vitamins and minerals that it's consumed, it's going to use the goodness that you've consumed from the food to do what it needs to do to stay healthy when you are in a fasted state. So, naturally, again, I fast from 15 to 20 hours. Sometimes, maybe once a week, I'll do a 30 to 40 hour fast. Now, I've done a lot of research on this, extensive research, and actually, witnessed how my body responds to it as well. When your body gets to a 24-hour mark of no food, so you've been in a fasted state for 24 hours, your body will trigger and activate growth hormone. So naturally, protein synthesis will start to trigger. You'll build more muscle in a fasted state. But also, for some of you short guys out there, your ears will have pricked up then when I said that. Growth hormone, that means I can grow taller. If you are in a 24-hour fasted state, your body will start to activate growth hormone, which means, yes, you can grow taller. But there's a caveat to this, right? It doesn't mean that you can grow taller than what your genetic code has set out to be. So we all have a genetic code. We've all got genetic potential as human beings. And you can't naturally overtake that. You can't just go tall. So if your genetic code is, okay, your potential, your fullest potential in terms of height is 5'8". Let's just say that. I'm 5'11". I'm 21 years old. So I believe you stop growing around 18 to 21. So I'm not going to get any taller than that. That is my genetic height potential reached. 5'11", 6 foot at a push, right? On a lucky day, if I'm wearing the right shoes. So you have a genetic code, you can't go any higher than that. So if your genetic code is 5'8", and you reach 5'8", just because you're fasting and now you've triggered the growth hormone, it doesn't mean you're going to grow taller than 5'8". What this does is it just means you are able to fulfill your genetic potential, because a lot of you guys are not doing that. Muscle wise as well, a lot of you guys, you have a genetic potential in terms of the amount of muscle you can build naturally without taking steroids like a pussy. If you are an unhealthy individual, if you're just constantly consuming food, again, you're unhealthy, naturally your body's not going to be able to fulfill its genetic potential. It's not going to be able to do the things health-wise that it needs to do. It's not going to be able to absorb the vitamins and minerals and all the other good stuff that you need in order to fulfill your genetic potential, because you're consuming shit all day. You're just living an unhealthy lifestyle, drinking alcohol, not getting sunlight, the normal unhealthy smoking, that kind of shit, vaping. So my advice to you is, yes, you should absolutely fast. And yes, this will help you. Bro, do you mind? This will help you to achieve your genetic potential, which will help you to grow as tall as you possibly can naturally, which is what you should want anyway. So fasting is very, very good for that. But also, I think, yes, health-wise, there's two things I want you to take from this in order for you to grow as tall as you possibly can as a young man. Especially for you short guys that are worried about your height, there's two things you should take from this video. Start fasting and start just overall focusing on your health. Because if your health is in check, you can fulfill your genetic code, you can fulfill your genetic potential. But if you're doing 24-hour fast every now and then, naturally, your growth hormone is going to increase, which means you can actually fulfill that genetic potential and grow as tall as you possibly can naturally. That's great. If you combine that with just overall a healthy lifestyle, plenty of daylight, you're eating clean, you're exercising regularly, you're sleeping well, you're looking after yourself, you're doing all of the things that I naturally preach to you boys in my videos, you will grow as tall as you possibly can. Now, let's say that's not very tall. Let's say your genetic potential is 5'5". Let's just say that, hypothetically. You live in a very healthy lifestyle, so you've satisfied your genetic potential. You've grown as tall as you possibly can because you are healthy, you are allowing your body to do that, and you're fasting regularly, which means you're not consuming your body with shit, which means your body is using energy to grow as tall as it possibly can rather than just digesting food all the time. That's great. And again, muscle-wise as well, you're building as much muscle as you potentially can. So your health is all sorted. You're a very healthy guy, but I'm still short. What do? I'm still 5'6", I'm still 5'7", whatever. I'm still a short guy. How do I deal with that? Mindset. Can you actually physically control it? No, you can't. So you may as well just own it with confidence. And whatever reason you can think, well, I'm not going to be able to get girls if I'm 5'6". There is a guy out there that is 5'6" that can get girls. So why can't that be you? Instead of using it as an excuse, why don't you just live at the most healthy lifestyle you possibly can so that you can achieve your genetic potential, and then whatever that may be, embrace that with confidence. I'm 5'11", that's a good height, yeah, I'm grateful for that, whatever. Now, even if I was 5'6", is it going to serve me in any way to feed into any negative beliefs? Is it going to serve me in any way to put myself down because of something that I can't control? If I've done everything that I could have done to ensure that I achieve my genetic potential, it's not going to do me any good to start thinking negatively, to start putting myself down. I may as well just assume, almost ignorantly, that I can achieve absolutely anything. I can get any girl that I want. Why would you allow your height, something that you can't control, to dictate the way that you hold yourself in life? Do you understand what I'm saying? So even if you are 5'6", embrace it with confidence because you cannot change it. If you're walking around with an insecure mindset around something that you can't control, then you're forever going to be deemed as unattractive. You can still be deemed as attractive and confident if you just simply hold yourself in that way. If you max out all the things you can control, you look after yourself, you're healthy, your social skills are good, good confidence, you're dressing nice, you're smelling good, good hygiene, you've built a body, you've reached your genetic potential in terms of your body, so you're absolutely fucking massive. No one's going to give a shit about your height anymore because you don't allow it to define you, you don't allow it to affect you. Nobody else is going to look at you and think, well, you know, he would be attractive. He's got everything ticked off, but the only thing is his height. No one's going to do that. Maybe, yeah, fair enough, some girls are going to be like, well, I prefer a guy that's 6 foot, whatever. If you are dating girls that are shorter than you, you'll be fine. Especially if you have maxed out your potential. You may as well just assume that you can be the exception. And I've done it plenty of times. With my genetic disadvantage, I'm white. There have been girls before, Asian girls, black girls, that have said to me, you know, I don't really date white guys, but there's something different about you. You're the exception. So why can't you do that in your same situation with your height? There are guys out there with the same height as you that are less attractive than you. They haven't maxed out all the stats. They find that they're broke. You know, their body isn't as good as it could be. The hygiene isn't. They still get girls because they're confident. They don't allow it to hold them back. You may as well just serve into that positive belief of power. Give yourself that power by just assuming that you can do anything regardless of your genetic disadvantage. It's not even a genetic disadvantage if you do not see it that way. Okay, so 2 things. Health, make sure your health is absolutely in check, and make sure your mindset is in check and you're thinking positively and you're not feeding into anything negative. Brother, I need to stand up. Oh, my days cramp. Pins and needles. Fucking hell. Oh. It's a nice, beautiful day today. I'm feeling a bit lethargic, but the hunger is keeping me going. Again, that hunger that I feel right now, that kind of like unfulfilled need of I need to eat food, is causing me to get these videos done. 14 minutes of absolute value for you boys, and I'm doing it on a hungry stomach. So start fasting. The benefits are absolutely fucking insane. Clearing out infections and everything. It's just fucking crazy the amount of stuff that you can do. Good skin, good hair, you know, reaching your genetic potential in terms of your height and your muscle growth. It's incredible. Stop using the excuse of I'm bulking. Bruv, excuse me, I'm fucking bulking and I can still fast. I fast every single day, right? It stops you from putting fucking body fat on. It stops you from becoming a fat fuck. It stops you from being a over-consuming individual. You know, you do not need breakfast. It's just simply a myth. Get all of your calories in a set window, in a set period of time, and then crack on in a fasted state, right? With that being said, again, with the height thing, bro, can you change it? No, so you may as well embrace it with confidence. You know, there's two versions of yourself. There's the one that walks into the room, and because he's 5'6", he's insecure and he's, you know, shy, and he doesn't talk to anybody because he thinks people are going to be judging him because he's small. And then there's the best version of yourself that walks into the same room with confidence. He owns it, right? He just walks in there, he knows who he fucking is, he doesn't allow his genetic disadvantage to hold him back, and he just owns it. And he gets all the women because he's confident. Women just want confidence. They just want a masculine man that knows what he's doing. Competence as well. That's it. Doesn't really matter about your height. Obviously, some girls, yes, preference. Like I said before, some girls are not going to like white guys. So, am I going to kill myself because of that? No. You just crack on, you do what you can, and you may as well just convince yourself, I can be the exception. I can be the guy that stands out. I can be the guy that she breaks the rules for, basically. Yeah? You may as well just convince yourself of that fact. So start fasting, start implementing that, start working for your breakfast rather than just eating it because I feel like it or because I'm bulking. Stop being a fat fuck. Realise you're being lied to. Everything is money motivated, okay? And I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but it genuinely is true. Everything that you are, you just got to question things in life, basically. The moisturisers that you're putting on your skin, do you really need that? No, you don't. It's all money motivated. It's all business. So question everything. Look after your health. Take care of yourself. And I will see you soon. The coaching is down below if you want to learn more from me. I will save your life within 60 minutes. Take care.